They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the left side here for Eifert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
So Mike's number 1.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
A gain of a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Then the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the 1st quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
Yeah, they're swooping.
To Joe Mixon.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Tight end right. We got 3.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off at the 28. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their 2nd pick on 2 drives.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Logan Wilson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Bengals nothing.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mayfield on play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Number 15.
And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now 14-0. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Tight end right, tight end right.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Rookie wideout T. Higgins, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Watch the edge. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Dragon 60. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But now
that's caught inside the 20.
That's right, baby. It's
all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Cody Parkey lining up for the extra point.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Check Mike. Drop deep. No street. Here we go. What?
They'll look to throw now on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, Don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 7 yards there and a first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Open man is Higgins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
The score, Browns 21, Bengals 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosazon to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Now Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
The 11-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4.
Mayfield's pass.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
2 yards. It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Bengals are going to get the football back.
On downs.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw again on second down. Driscoll. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Number 28, Joe.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. His pass caught at the 4. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Watch out, watch out.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Check, check. Lucky.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
Check 24. Shoot. 60 Bison. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They run for it with Mixon, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Mixon unable to find the goal line on 4th down, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Going to throw right side here, complete. He's at the 40, past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
To number 15.
A big play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Browns 28, Bengals 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Stanley Morgan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Makes the score Browns 28, Bengals 21. Set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And it's 3rd down.
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
But the danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
"13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Once again, they run with Mixon. It's a room to maneuver. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. 57's a mark. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. I'm coming. Hey, check my
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
He finds some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
But I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's taken in by Higgins.
Driscoll's pass.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Check. 59.
Throwing again on second down. Driscoll flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with third down looming.
Check 26.
Brings up third down.
Nike 18. Trap 60. Mike 5'9. Man out. 59's Mike. Check.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Good. That will tie the game, 28-all. Albert Rosa set to kick off.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Nixon. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Ball carrier.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hey, check.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
On the carry.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Get in there, Hal. Mike 5'9. I know he ain't got it. Swift.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That's good. For us,
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
first and goal at the 9-yard line.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal.
Check.
They'll give it to Mixon. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
All right, T, let's try. All right, T. 57. Mike, 57. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. And an nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And goal.
Alert 3. Hawk 70.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run.
They got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Mayfield off the play fake. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. First down, Cleveland. Mayfield to Beckham.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Defense wins championships, baby.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
Conversion.
Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
They're going to try and run for it. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Caught right side, Tate. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He's back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Down and 6.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? They'll look to throw. High throw, but the catch is made. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
Hey, he's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Browns, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date.